And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Court. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Court. And it's a full house, almost Friday, as it's Barnes, it's Jay, it's Riley, it's Tony, it's Michael and Matthew in the vicinity. What's up, people?
What's up, Barnes? How are you today?
What's up, dude? Hot Friday, dude. Hot Friday.
Pretty good.
You sleep well last night?
I slept great. I called it early.
Yeah.
I was saying, probably sleeping by 10:30.
You're like, the Lions are running away with this.
Dude.
I should go to bed early.
They were.
Yeah, and just kind of wanted to start the weekend out right. You don't want. The thing I hate is dragging through a Friday. Like, you're so tired. You can't wait for work to be over. Like, you don't want that.
Yeah, you don't want that ever, dude. And you hyped up Tequila Mockingbird, dude.
Tequila Mockingbird later.
Quite possibly the best name for a restaurant I've heard.
Wait, is that a drink?
No, it's a Mexican restaurant in Canada.
Dude.
It's called Tequila Mockingbird?
Yes. I'm telling you. Yeah. It's funny. I'm not going to lie. I know this is like kind of indicting myself here. But until you just said that again, I actually totally never thought of like the premise
Tequila
of
Mockingbird?
Yeah, it never crossed my mind one time.
The doofus himself. That's hilarious.
Hey, at least I'm honest.
But no, it's
true.
legit. It's not to kill. It's tequila.
Tequila, yes.
Tequila.
That's hilarious.
But it's so the chips are so
Tequila.
good.
The
Margaritas. The guac is great. Now, Jay, you're a big Mexican food guy or no?
Yeah, dude, I love Mexican food.
Like, honestly, it's right at the top for me.
Oh,
honestly.
dude, I'll go to a Mexican food truck over any other restaurant, anything, anywhere.
Now, tacos or fajitas?
What's the difference, dude?
Well, ask Tony. He'll tell you.
I have to go. God. I think tacos are fresh. I'm not tacos. Fajitas are fresher.
Right.
So I'm going with the fajita if there's an option. But if there's an option for a chimichanga on the menu, I'm taking it.
Chimichanga. Okay.
Smothered, dude.
Gotcha.
It has to be smothered. And there's got to be refried beans.
Yeah. No, and just like
love
I love
refried beans,
just setting the tone.
Legends.
The bottomless chips and salsa, complimentary.
Brian.
You get the margaritas. I mean, it's right, Jay, and then like you're probably stuffed. And Riley's talked about being chipped out. You're stuffed before the food comes out.
You get chipped out tonight or what, dude?
Yeah, I mean, especially because Monday through Thursday, no exceptions.
Yeah, but you don't want to ruin your dinner, though.
It happens every time. Though.
Brian's been good, right? You've been good on your diet this week.
Yeah. Monday. It's a Monday through Thursday, and then a
Friday
coming in Friday to Sunday.
Yeah, dude.
Especially the horseshoe is tough. Like, what are you gonna have a salad there? I mean, come on,
dude. The horseshoe, you kidding me? No, you have fried food there the whole time.
Yeah, that's all I have.
Yeah, exactly.
The drinking,
exactly.
Tony, come on.
But yeah, no, I'm starving right now. I haven't had anything. You guys, anything? Any breakfast today?
It's actually funny because we did the early dump run.
Yeah.
Went to Donut Inn, got a coffee, sausage, egg and cheese, sesame bagel. But you know what I'm feeling right now? I'm feeling fucking hungry right now, dude.
Yeah. Anything? What would it be right now? Top of mind awareness.
Top of mind awareness?
Yeah, like what comes to mind, I'm saying.
Honestly, I'm dying for a good like deli hero.
Wow.
Like turkey, lettuce, tomato, pickles, mayonnaise, onions, American cheese on a fucking nice hero with a big old bag of chips.
Nice. Tony.
That sounds really good.
Because I haven't had a lunch meat sandwich in a while, and I follow this group on Facebook called the Hoagie something. And it's like everyone who just like they post a picture of like deli sandwiches when they get them.
That's sick, dude. Send me that.
Fucking awesome.
Yesterday I was starving end of the night, and for some reason I was like fantasizing about Italian combo from Gaetano's.
Oh fuck,
so
dude.
good. Hey, you've had Gaetano's, Riley, or no?
Yeah, we go there all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one in Westport or Stratford?
West Stratford.
That's
yeah,
close. What's your go-to sandwich
town,
there?
baby?
I get the it's like the hot
Super sub?
Yeah, the hot super sub. It's called like Inferno something.
Towering
Dante,
Inferno.
Yeah.
Dante's Inferno?
Yeah.
Or Towering Inferno?
Towering. It's the Towering Inferno.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a great movie.
Really good. Place is the best.
Yeah, really. I can't. I don't know. I can't top it. I've tried. I've been in many delis. Some are pretty good. Like A&S and Fairfield. I like. Nothing has ever topped it. Maybe
A&S
close.
I mean,
A&S is great.
Hands down, A&S is great, but like Gaetano's, like their outlier is the bread. Every time it's always good. It's always fresh. It's always friendly. So, and honestly, the people at Stratford too are great people.
I was gonna say
people.
that the people at Stratford are like they're like quintessential Arthur Ave deli folk.
Yeah, baby.
Yes.
They kind of like don't give a fuck, but they kind of give a fuck.
Oh, yeah. No,
You know
I'm
what I mean?
telling you, and it's one of those places. Like nobody can name one person, and I'm sure yes, maybe there's like a random outlier, but not really, that would ever say they don't like Gaetano's.
That's true.
Right, that's true.
Like I've never come across anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, always great food there. Great food, great spot.
Oh yeah, dude.
They call me Tony Montana a lot.
Fucking buffalo chicken from there, dude.
The sweet and sour chicken, dude.
No, I have to say, I started out with the buffalo chicken.
Are you
overdid
kidding?
it and then switched to the sweet chili
Sweet
chicken,
chili
which
chicken, yeah.
Tony's referring to. That is unbelievable. I love going that on a sandwich,
Dude,
fresh mozz, and then hot peppers.
Dude, we got the 2 trays for Andy's bachelor party.
Yeah,
that dude
bro.
was fucking.
Bars, dude. I got so much
God.
food for that trip, but those 2 trays of chicken didn't go like they went like in 20 minutes.
Yeah, literally.
Everyone can't.
Everyone
stop.
half in the bag, just standing around it, just like shoveling food in their mouth.
Yeah,
bro.
dude, and we used like they gave us rolls, started making sandwiches, dude. And it was lunchtime, so we were drinking all morning.
Mm-hmm.
It was like we haven't really eat that much. It's like 2 p.m, now, and it's just
that
like
bread
fucking
soaking it up, the chicken.
and you
oh
just
my god!
scoop in the sauce, and you just fucking. Oh, dude,
Well, and
it's
I
so
feel like
good.
the thing that separates them is there's no cutting corners. Everything is A grade that they're buying.
Absolutely, dude. You know what they're not doing over there?
They're not playing patty cake over here.
They don't play patty cake, dude.
And I have to say,
prize.
I was impressed. And once again, I can't say that it's on the same level, but it's pretty good. I tried it for the first time. I think it was last weekend in Cascab, Villanueva. John, I had been there once before, like kind of like an old school
Cascab.
Yeah,
what
it's
is that?
Greenwich.
Oh,
and old school Italian deli though, and I had like a sandwich with like eggplant chicken cutlet prosciutto with like balsamic. It was unbelievable. I love the fried eggplant chicken cutlet combo.
Great,
yeah,
dude, that sounds so good.
And then something else. This is unrelated to that place, but there's a place called Corbo's. There's one in Stanford, and I think one in Greenwich.
In Oshkosh.
Not Oshkosh, it's regular.
Would you say Koshkob?
No, it's Cascab. It's
Cascab.
a stop on the train.
Cash cow.
So they were doing they were doing chicken parm, like kind of like slider size with garlic knot on. Like,
they put on the garlic knot, dude. Let's fucking
garlic knot. One
bro.
of those things again. Like you just keep going. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. We're torturing ourselves.
Quick, gotta go.
Right, Mystic Villager. You've been Mystic Villager.
I feel like we're torturing everybody who's watching. And speaking of that,
we have some comments, dude. Yeah, what do we got here, Riley?
Josh B starts with chimichangas are the GOAT. Never had one. I don't know.
Never had one?
Deep fried burrito.
Wow, dude. Yeah, it's fucking
burrito.
amazing,
Yeah.
dude.
In.
Yeah. I don't know how anyone
dude.
who's not in.
HTJ, let's go. Josh B comes in with another let's go. Hashtag rep the company, hashtag rep DTV, hashtag rep the sports port. And a little question for Jay here from Josh B.
Have you ever been to Neil's?
Have you ever been to Neil's Kitchen in Long Branch?
Can't say I have. I grew up going to Long Branch though, Josh B. So I may or may not have had some food.
I could go there right now. I don't need to see the menu. I'll just go.
Dude, there is a deli in Long Branch called the Grateful Deli, and I've always wanted to go there.
Josh B comes in with again.
That's one of those play on words I got in right away. By the way, just so
you got it? Grateful Dead?
Yeah.
Really?
The sandwiches, dude.
The sandwiches.
Yeah, sandwiches are better than drinking. I don't care. A good sandwich is better than a good drink. Any day.
I mean, yeah. I don't know why you're looking at me like as if I'm going to be like, no, dude, it's drinking.
Gotta drink, dude.
And we got Lonnie. Let's go, family. Good morning, dudes. J and B Riley in the building. Spectacular. This rain is fucking gross. The Pack got Swiss cheese last night. Lions King of the North. Exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point.
Nice.
Hashtag rep the company. Hashtag rep DTV.
Always appreciate Yanni. And it's like, honestly, I just have to point this out just because it was pointed out at me when I forgot Tony one time. But am I wrong here? Did he forget to say your name? He says J.B. Riley in the house.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
I I'm just having a good time, and we love Yanni.
Yanni.
Had to point it out. You really didn't notice
Yanni.
that, Tony, or you were going playoff, honestly?
Honestly, I guess I didn't realize that at first. I was confused because at first I saw B with the period. I thought,
Yeah, because
Yanni.
when he said B. Riley,
Yeah.
a lot of times I would think he's saying Boston Riley.
Yeah,
B.
that's what-
Riley.
yeah, that's what I
but
thought, too.
I'm B. I'm double B. I mean, what is it, Tony? Yeah,
I don't know. What's your middle name? Triple B?
Adam.
You're Bab?
Bab.
Babcock.
Anyone call you Babs?
Yeah, actually, in high school, my sister's friends used to call me that for whatever reason. They were the only people that did
dude.
that.
Oh, I guess Babs.
Yeah, the Cougars, dude.
Babs is like a lady name, like an old lady name.
Oh, jeez.
Funny.
Man, I'm just ready for
Yeah.
lunch.
Yeah. all right, there, Babs.
And then Lottie says, clearly double B, you're a hack. Oh, okay. So okay. So now he's trying to say that he was saying B. Riley, Boston Riley, and he wasn't
Okay.
talking about me, and we're always here. All right. I mean that.
Oh,
I'll
he's
give you
saying
that.
you're
And I have to
usually
say,
here.
Lonnie, I
Clown.
was cracking
Wow,
up.
he's going off, dude.
Wow.
Stop yourself, dude.
Oh,
I had
What
to
do you
say.
say?
yeah,
Go
go
stuff your face.
I was
Wow.
cracking
So shut
up.
the fuck up.
When I was listening to Lonnie's call earlier to Dan Grassa last night, when he called Sir Harvey, which I guess is his producer,
Mhm.
a hack for the way he played the music. And like Dan's
Oh
like,
my God,
wait
really?
a second, like he's not a hack. And he's like, no, with the way with the music or whatever. And I was dying hearing that.
Oh, it's so funny, dude.
So yeah, always good stuff from Lonnie, that's for sure. A lot to get to, of course, a Football Friday. Just want to update everybody on the Ryder Cup.
Let's
Underway
go.
this morning. Riley set his alarm. Working on, you said 1.5 hours of sleep.
yeah, around 1.5.
And how are you feeling, honestly, right now?
You shitting me right now?
I feel awful.
Really?
Yeah.
You shitting me?
So
right now?
you're not going out tonight, like?
Well,
You can't ruin your Friday
that's how
night.
you
can
get better.
rally.
Well, I went
Coffee
out
and
last
rally,
night.
dude. You
I went
kidding
out
me?
the plan was I slept during the day yesterday.
Gotcha,
'cause I had
gotcha.
no class.
He went out
After-
last night, though, dude.
So then I went out and it was to just ride it out.
Yeah.
Forgot that
They call him Ride It Out Riley.
forgot when I came back from the bar that I had an early wake up. Slept at like 6 when I finally realized I was watching the Ryder Cup in my bed. Got like an hour in.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
would you guys say, and I think you handle it better than me, but you noticed that like you couldn't push the limit. Like I'm talking to like you, and obviously Riley's a lot younger than us, but that you couldn't push the limit in terms of like, 1 hour of sleep and then like
Right.
party all night next day. Like when did you notice that like you couldn't do that anymore, if you had to say?
25.
25, yeah.
I mean, I could still do it.
Tony, but I feel like you know what I mean though.
Like when you
I'm
start
talking-
to notice a drop in
Like if you're telling me, honestly though,
Honestly.
production.
Yeah.
like not like an
Like,
exaggerated
no,
answer,
like
but
not-
you did what
like-
Riley did, okay?
Yeah.
And then today you were gonna,
You woke
stay
up-
up with Jay till
Yeah.
6:00 in the morning,
Right.
drinking the entire time,
Right.
and like just be perfectly fine.
I
Going
mean,
out, horseshoe
so-
pool.
Yeah. So there were, I mean, when I used to do the church gig, I used to do that on Saturday nights, basically. We used to stay up to like 2:30 in the morning. I have to get up at 5:30
That's true.
to drive to Jersey, work the church gig, come back, and we'd be chilling, watching football for the day.
Yeah,
So
and
I
that
have
was-
done it.
And that was like last year.
That was like last year. Yeah.
Because I just feel like for me, it's like tough to even have a
So
long
suck
day
it, dude.
after like 4 hours of sleep or something. Like doing the hour and a half. Wow.
That's right, dude.
But hey, enjoy it while it lasts,
Yeah, dude, I'm trying my best here, dude. Hey,
Plus,
live
I got a couple
life.
years on everybody here, so I guess
You're a
I'm-
cougar, dude.
Wait, but you guys are 28, right?
What's the
Yeah.
What's the male equivalent for the cougar? Like a bison,
Nah, what, dude?
a lion,
Call him a cougar.
tiger,
A wolf?
jaguar,
Silver fox.
Silver fox.
Silver
the
fox,
dude,
that's
yeah.
true. That's true.
Silver fox.
But
dude.
anyway, getting back to business here. So tough start in the Ryder Cup here. Europe
Gotta go. Talking to him.
4-0, sweeping the Friday foursome. So you had Rahm and Hatton over Scheffler and Burns 4-3. That definitely surprised me. You would have thought that would have went down to the last hole. Hovland and Aberg over Homa and Harmon. I mean, you kind of got to expect that one. We talked about Victor, how great he's been playing.
There's nothing.
Lowry 2-1 over Fowler and Morikawa. A little bit of surprise there. Lowry and Straka, you don't think of that as like a power group. And then Rory and Fleetwood over Schauffele and Cantley. That was a really good one. Coming down to the last hole or two. So a really big start here for Europe. And now we're on to the afternoon session, which is the Friday 4-ball.
Yep.
right now, I guess JT and Spieth are 2 up through 13 over Hovland and Hatton. Koepka and Scheffler are tied with Rahm and Hogarth through 12. That's a good one. McIntyre and Rose right now are 1 up on Homa and Clark. And Rory and Fitzpatrick are 6 up through 10 over Morikawa and Schauffele, which you wouldn't expect it to be that much of a blowout. But I have to say, I mean, obviously, U.S. playing better in these afternoon matches, but kind of just, I don't know, with that type of start, hard to kind of see like them, I don't know, giving Europe really a run for their money. I mean, what do you think?
They played flat out bad.
Yeah.
This morning, like a lot of missed putts, a lot of just bad. Like, and it doesn't help that Europe was really good. Like, Victor Hovland chips in from the green like nuts. They made a bunch of good shots.
On the green. That was crazy. That chip. Did you see that, Brian?
No, I didn't.
Chips in.
We chips
try
it
to pull
in.
it up.
You're
saying
literally
he's on the green and he
and he chipped it in
on the green.
Was it because there was a huge slope?
I was just watching that.
Yeah.
Put some backspin on it.
I sent it to Jay.
That's amazing.
It was amazing.
Imagine
dude.
us trying to chip on the green. They have to redo the whole green.
Dude, oh my god! I mentioned probably just sail it way far over, dude.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But now they're playing catch up. So
yeah. They
catch
just got to finish out these matches strong, like maintain those leads. That one that they're tied, you got to try to win that one. And obviously, the one where they're down 6. I mean, you could say sayonara, Tony.
Sayonara, Tony.
So we'll keep an eye out for that. If there's any more updates, we'll give them to you. But we know what today is about. Let's go to the world of the National Football League.
He wants Jefferson, climbs the ladder. Oh my goodness! Justin Jefferson, the catch of his life.
Burrow fires, intercepted, picked off at a pick 6. Minka Fitzpatrick, an absolute ball hawk.
Niners twist up front and get to Tagovailoa. Bosa again.
Mahomes escaping, on the move, stops, spins, flips it forward for the touchdown.
Stop it.
Aaron Jones. Oh, what a tackle. Quincy Williams with a pile driver.
All right. So definitely a little bit of surprise, from what we were talking about yesterday, this Thursday night football game between the Packers and the Lions. The Lions really in control the entire way.
Oh, yeah.
At one point leading 27-3, end up winning 34-20. And this was after, they didn't get off to the best start. 3 plays into their drive, it stalled. They received the opening kick and Goff throws an interception. But Packers get the ball, and right away, you could tell that they had backup offensive linemen in, that Aiden Hutchinson was going to dominate this game. So they go nowhere. So get a field goal, which was obviously gifted to them. And then the rest of the half just do absolutely nothing. And the Lions go on 2 consecutive touchdown drives. The first one, 7 plays, 75 yards, topped off by a 24-yard touchdown to Amon-Ra St. Brown, 3 and out for the Packers. And then another touchdown drive for the Lions, 8 plays, 55 yards, topped off by David Montgomery, who actually had 3 rushing touchdowns. And something that you don't see too much these days, getting over 30 carries, but averaging under 4 yards per carry. So kind of like that bruising, almost like a Mike Allstott type of like style running. Obviously, Allstott was a little bigger.
Yeah, dude.
But he doesn't have speed.
Every yard for sure. He was rumbling, stumbling.
Yeah.
That line.
Absolutely. So that made it 14-3 Lions, 3 and out again for the Packers. And then after that, the Lions get the ball back, 6-play drive, get a field goal to make it 17-3. First play from scrimmage, Jordan Love throws an interception. So right there, I mean, you're like, wow, this is going to be potentially really embarrassing for the Packers. Lions short field position, get another touchdown to make it 24-3. David Montgomery, his second of the game. Packers punt, Lions punt, Packers punt before the Lions, before the half, are able to add a field goal on a 12-play, 57-yard drive. So 27-3. Things got a little better for the Packers in the second half here as they outscored the Lions 13-7 in the second half. First drive of the second half, 12 plays, 86-yard drive, capped off by a Watson touchdown from Jordan Love, after they converted a 4th and 9. So that kept him in the game, get the 2-point conversion, 27-11. A few punts, Packers get the ball back, get another touchdown on a 5-play, 66-yard drive. Jordan Love scrambling, but they don't get the 2, so that keeps it 27-17. The Lions, long extended drive to really put this game away. 14 plays, 75 yards. And David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown in the game. Wow. Packers attempt to answer back, throw a pick, add a field goal late, but that was the end of it. 34-20. So the Lions moved to 3-1.
Very good.
The Packers go to 2-2. And they were even saying on the broadcast, Al Michaels, you don't usually see boos at Lambeau Field, but that's what you got. They looked atrocious. Second half was better, but I think what we saw here is clearly the Lions, talent-wise, have the leg up on the Packers.
Yeah. They're dominating on defense, dude. Aiden Hutchinson rushing.
Oh my God.
Jordan Love, like he was in his face every play.
Every play, dude.
And when your quarterback, especially a young one, is under duress, like he's not gonna get off good passes.
He's not gonna get off.
He's not going to get off at all.
He was getting hit a lot, Jordan Love. And because of that, I mean, you saw that he was missing throws that were wide open because he seemed a little tentative. He seemed a little worried to step up in the pocket because he was getting so much pressure in his face. That's why you were seeing like receivers who were open over the middle would get overthrown because he just wasn't following through at them. He was kind of short arming it a little bit, lofting the ball. He was just a little scared in that pocket. He did not look comfortable. And I mean, how do you expect to run an efficient offense at that sense? And in terms of the boos, I mean, I think the Packers have every right to boo, their type of play. I mean,
they're the only publicly traded.
They're the only publicly traded team.
Yeah, my parents
Those
and I
fans
think my
own the
sister
team.
and her husband have shares.
That's awesome.
But it's like, all it is like you could go to the yearly meeting and like cast a vote, but it's like there's no like the stock can't go up in value. You can like
it's
I don't
cool
even know
to
if
say
you
you
sell
own a
it,
football team.
but but it's one of those like figurehead type of things.
Yeah, like the Queen of England.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. But yeah, Hutchinson, we mentioned a huge game, 1.5 sacks, 3 quarterback hits. Love himself was sacked 5 times, 23 of 36. So we had seen him go into this game, struggling to complete a high percentage of passes. I think he was at 52% going in. A little better here, but the 2 interceptions killed him and a quarterback rating of 7. That's not going to get the job done. And then once again, we saw the Packers, if you go back to the beginning of last year, one of the top rushing teams in the league, second half, just couldn't get anything going on the ground. And we've seen that so far, in the 4 games this year. Last night, only rushing for 27 yards, 2.3 yards a carry. You got to figure out a way to get Jones and Dylan going. Yeah, Jones killed me for fantasy last night.
Dude. He did nothing.
You would have been happy, if you had David Montgomery last night. We mentioned, 32 carries, 121 yards, 3 touchdowns, longest run, only 16 yards. So really, just kind of grinding it out. One thing that I think they should do, and obviously, I mean, you're not going to complain about a win, but just give more carries to Gibbs. I mean, he's so much more explosive. You see it every time he gets the ball.
Yeah, no, I mean, I totally agree with that. How old is Gibbs?
Rookie.
He's rookie. Yeah, rookie. I thought so. Yeah, I mean, you try to develop this guy to be like great runner. I mean, you got to give him some more touches, especially. I mean, I don't know. For me, the Lions seem to be having the game in the bag like after their second drive.
Yeah,
like it clearly showed that. Like again, I know the Packers came back last week from a 19-point deficit, but I mean, I don't know. The Lions are not the Saints. I mean, there was nothing that was indicative to the Packers being in control, having any type of advantage during the game. There were several big spots too where you saw them give up some penalties, false starts, definitely some miscommunication between, I think it was Love's second pick. I forget who he was throwing it to.
Dobbs.
It was to Dobbs, but he just they just misread what they wanted to do, and Dobbs went left. Yeah, Jordan Love threw right.
Yeah, Love was also being pressured, and I feel like he felt that pressure.
Yeah,
and that's what made him make the early decision.
Yeah, exactly. Again, and that was in the end of the game, and that was the name of the Packers game all day. So, I guess to what I was saying to you for Gibbs here, again, you had it in the bag. I mean, just give him some more touches. Why not? Why not
Yeah.
try to generate some more of a running game here?
The only thing I'm thinking is that maybe they feel Montgomery's a lot better pass blocker, and that's why they want him in the game. I mean, he's obviously a bigger back.
Yeah.
But I mean, to be honest, I mean, Detroit's offensive line looked great.
Yeah, they were mentioning that.
In general,
they've drafted a few guys, and I think their center Ragnu has been there for like 12 years or even longer. Dominic Ragnu, I think is his name. So yeah, they have a great offensive line. They're able to run the ball. They're able to protect, and they got a great defensive line. And it's so interesting too how things worked out. They've really drafted well. You think about like the gem of like St. Brown in the middle rounds, and then the fact too, the Jags. It's like one of those things like just trying to go against the grain. Almost reminded me of like the Raiders, what they do in the NFL draft, but taking Trevon Walker over Aiden Hutchinson 2 years ago. I mean, that I think will end up being like one of the biggest mistakes of all time in draft history.
Yeah,
I mean,
draft history.
I'm not even sure Walker would have went top 5.
Really?
I don't know. For some reason, they just wanted him for the scheme.
How is he like?
He's a wide receiver, right?
I mean, he was like decent. He was on Georgia though, so of course, like their defense is good.
Yeah.
Was he projected to go high at all to start off?
I think like a top 5, but Aiden Hutchinson, like, notoriously the number 1 pick, and they go against the grain. And like I said, we had seen the Raiders do that before and not work out.
Look at Aiden now.
Yeah. So Lions have a really good team here, and it really opened my eyes.
Jay.
They even in this year they did a good job. Everyone was saying Gibbs, that was a little high, but he's been explosive. The 12th overall pick, and then tight end Sam Laporta, he had a good game last night, and you could tell they're really trying to develop him into like that TJ Hawkinson type of mode, and he went to Iowa coincidentally enough. Iowa seems like it's tight end despite them really never scoring points. You think about George Kittle also went to Iowa. So there's been a bunch of guys that have made it to the NFL.
Working the cornfields.
Aiden Hutchinson, by the way, born 2000.
Yeah,
that's kind of beat, dude.
Yeah, it's super beat.
Fountain of youth.
I know.
I could probably find him.
So the Lions have really set themselves up well. In
That's
first place
dude.
now at 3-1, and then you look at their next 4: home to Panthers, at Bucks, at Ravens, home to Raiders.
Wow.
So maybe you run into some trouble on the road, but I don't know. I mean, I think they have as good of opportunities as anybody to win their next 4 games.
Bucks, maybe, right? You said Bucks in there?
Yeah.
They might be some trouble with Baker, but Baker kind of laid an egg this past weekend, dude. So.
I honestly am pretty confident they're going to win those next 4.
Honestly, I would be too. I mean, what do we say? Bucks, Panthers,
Ravens, Raiders. And we know the Raiders are a mess.
You go 4-4 there.
The
Ravens are the only like real challenge there, but
but they don't close.
They don't close.
But they have a great defense.
Yeah.
They're gonna get after Jared
But the
Goff.
thing is, we say they have a great defense, but I don't know. I feel like it's tapered off like in recent years. Like it used to be, like especially like obviously I'm dating myself here a little bit, but like when Ray Lewis was in town, like that was a defense. Remember they had like 30, 40 straight games of not allowing a 100-yard rusher. I mean, it was unbelievable.
And
I just feel
Mosley, he's a product of Ravens.
Right,
defense.
Exactly. And then Judon, who's on the Patriots now as well. They still have some good players over there. Don't get me wrong, but I just feel like it's not how remember fantasy every year. Oh, Ravens are going first for defense.
Easy.
It hasn't been like that in a few years.
You're
so,
right. No, you're right.
Will be interesting to see. So we obviously have the frenzy to do, but before we do that, we got to get the company and DTV picks.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if Josh is available to call in, or he can type them out, whatever is better for him.
Josh, if you're available, you can call in for the picks, dude. I'm hooked up with a Bluetooth right now. Or if you're not, I understand that.
Yeah. If you just have to type them out, that's fine.
Type them out, or have Lonnie call, or whoever, have someone call, dude. Hot take Johnny.
Yeah. Talking about Daniel Jones.
Yeah. Danny Jones, dude.
Big Monday Night Football
comparing him to Lamar Jackson, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of
Josh
Ravens,
is saying
dude.
he's calling. All right, we're ready for your call, Josh. We are ready. So let's go. Love this segment with Josh every Friday. Always look forward to it.
I don't think he is calling.
Do you have the right number?
Oh, here we go.
Unknown caller.
Yep. Hello?
Hello.
What's up, Josh? You're in the Sports Board live right now, dude.
Hey,
You're
Josh.
on the air.
Gentlemen, what's going on, everybody? Shout out to
Yo,
Company and
what
Club.
up,
Hell
Prez?
yeah, baby. Enjoying
Hey,
this Friday so
yo.
far. How about you?
It's raining. It's crappy. I got a lot of work to do, but you know, we do it. We grind it out.
Hell yeah, baby. Gotta be versatile. Gotta be vigilant.
Agile, hostile.
That's it. That's it.
All right. So what do we got for some picks for this weekend?
All right, let's get this off real quick. All right, you know, I go to different company members and I get their best pick for the week. So today I got 3 picks. First we got Matthew. He's taking the Vikings, giving the 4 points to the Panthers. You're going by ESPN, correct?
Yes,
Correct.
yes.
Yeah. So they're laying 4.
Perfect. All right. So we got the Vikings laying 4. Next we got Artie, our boy Artie. He's taking KC laying the 8.5 on the Jets against the Jets.
Lock of the century.
Wow.
I don't know about
dude.
that, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. 8.5.
They backed off a point. It
Yeah,
was 9.5.
9.5, dude.
Yeah, but
They're giving Jets. They're
Dude,
giving Jets.
People are betting Jets, dude.
this is one of those things I already know what Josh is thinking.
Yeah, you already know what I'm thinking, Brian. The Jets are going to Jets. So
Whose side are you on, Brian? Do you want to win?
I wanna win, but-
Disgusting.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
gonna
I
look
know. It's tough.
disgusting. Look, again, this ain't my pick. So
Trying to take the easy way out there, Josh.
Yeah.
No accountability.
well, I took accountability the first week. I did 2-1. I did all right. So, you know, I just want to get everybody involved.
Oh,
So,
of course.
last pick. Last pick, we got Aaron in the cart, aka Cat, and he's going to take Cincy laying the 2.5
Nice.
against Tennessee.
I like that.
Cincy 2.5 against Tennessee. All
Yeah,
right.
they definitely cover that. 2.5. That's crazy small.
But you know, it's just so isn't it insane? I feel like I guess every sport's like this, but we look at these spreads, we look at lines, and stuff seems like so obvious, and then the games are played, and I feel like it's just completely different.
That's why Vegas is, you know, always wins.
yeah, honestly,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens. I mean, I think there's definitely some good games this week. I love that we have the London games, so you got that viewing window 9:30 till
I love that,
11
dude.
at
Wake
night.
up.
That's ridiculous.
Steak and
Plus,
eggs, baby.
Ryder Cup before, Josh. Have you been tuned into the Ryder Cup or no?
No, I haven't tuned in yet. You know, just checking scores here and there and listening to updates. You know, hearing us getting our butts whooped again across the pond.
Yeah, no, I honestly surprised at the results. We'll see, though. I mean, it looks like some of these afternoon matches are getting better, so we'll have to see
Oh,
what
yeah,
happens.
baby.
And I guess just one more thing here. If you had to give us some type of crazy upset, you know, that people aren't seeing coming. I know the first thing that Jay's thinking is the Jets outright, but
I'm not
besides
thinking
that-
the Jets outright.
Besides that, anything,
I'm taking points on the Jets.
Yeah, I would take
anything
points,
that,
too.
that
Take
you're not
points.
expecting, you know, like a big dog this week to win outright.
Jets points.
Well, let's see here.
I can see Carolina winning outright. Sorry to fade your pick, Josh.
No, it's all right. I mean, it is what it is. You fade the pick, you fade the pick. You know, it's upset. It's an upset. I'm trying to pull up the games here as I'm doing this so I can see.
Who you think Arizona could
Sorry
be a
about
dog here against San Fran?
Zeke in the revenge game against Dallas.
Ooh, couple revenge games this week.
Yeah.
Adam
Cole
Thielen-
Hardman.
Dude, I hope they play him.
Yeah. No, isn't that so annoying, Josh, that they they don't even want to just put him on the field for like 5 plays?
Yeah, right.
Hardman.
It's terrible how Randall Cobb is getting more touches than.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
honestly.
disgusting.
It really is so stupid.
It
dude.
really is.
completely insane.
Seems like
You
a
know,
Rodgers
even-
move.
And then listening to Salah and his excuses are freaking crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Woody or Joe Douglas is down his throat. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah. All right. So for the upset, I see Cleveland beating Baltimore.
Cleveland beating Baltimore. Okay, that's
I can see that happening.
that's interesting, and you know, I think they have a better team too. I don't know, just the Ravens. Something's been
I
off
mean,
the
the
last
spread,
couple
and
years.
if you look at the spread, it's only 2.5.
Yeah. So we'll have to see what
For Cleveland.
happens. But I think we'll definitely have some good games this weekend for sure, and we'll have to go through our picks ourselves, and hopefully we can chip away at this deficit that we're staring at. Only half a game though, so there's plenty of time.
Yeah, only half. Yeah, plenty of time.
But yeah,
Are we making
let's-
picks?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Do you want to stay on just for our picks, Josh, or what do you think? Just so you can mark them?
No,
Or you...
Unfortunately, I'm gonna get back to work.
No, that's what I thought. Tony wasn't picking up on the social
Honestly,
cues.
typical Josh. Just throwing his picks in, dipping.
Josh, appreciate you calling in as always, though.
Yeah, we do really appreciate your time.
We'll definitely talk to you soon.
Oh yeah, dude.
Definitely, guys. As always, shout out the company.
Yeah, have a great weekend, bro.
All right, guys.
All right,
later, Josh.
Later.
See, Tony, I knew all along what to do, and you tried to press it there. You tried to hold him a couple extra minutes.
That's what a producer does. Yeah. That's what any good
Wait,
producer
why did you go?
will do.
Oh, like was someone trying to call?
Yeah, Sandy. Sandy just called me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Should I call her back?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
yeah, it might be the realtor.
I texted her.
Yeah.
No, it's not the realtor. It's Sandy.
No, I know. I'm saying, but a realtor situation.
Realtor, Jets.
But anyway, Tony, you know what time it is? It's time to cue up the music.
Oh, you want the music? Here we go, baby. Let's go. Week 4. Who the hell would have thought here? Brian alluded to game 1 already, but on Sunday, baby. 9:30 a.m. coming at your TVs live from across the pond. We're in London. It's the NFL International Series. The Jaguars are, in quotes, hosting the Atlanta Falcons. We know Jaguars have a big following over there in London. Obviously, a little disappointing to the season as they are 1-2. The Falcons at 2-1, coming off a big week beating the Cowboys. Who has the momentum? Who's taking this dub, Brian?
All right, so the London games are always interesting and kind of continuing a theme. You know, both teams losing their games the week before an international game. You see that a lot. Both playing really disappointing. You know, you got the Falcons losing 20-6 to Detroit, and then the Texans blowing out the Jags last week, 37-17. So both want to bounce back in a big way. And when I look at these London games, I always try to take the opposite of what I think. And this one, though, I think I have to just stick with my gut, though. I'm not going to do that just because I think Jacksonville's too talented. Yeah. And I think that they want to really, turn their season around. And I think they can do it against Atlanta. They just excel in terms of, passing compared to Atlanta. I just feel like they don't get Pitts involved in the passing game or Drake London, and they just rely on running the ball. But I think Jacksonville, that defensive front will stop them. So I'm going to say, you look at the total, 43.5. I'm going to say it actually goes under the 43.5, which you kind of wouldn't expect. But give me Jacksonville. I'm going to say 24-7. Yeah. What do you think?
I think it's a good bounce back game for the Jacksonville Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence. He's kind of been underperforming in these past 3 weeks, but I think he's going to come out in London and he's going to be on target. He's going to do his job. He's going to get the job done. A similar under 43.5. Jacksonville covers the spread. It's going to be 20-16. Jacksonville Jaguars.
Wow, Jay. Love that pick right there, bud. We're going back. Let's go to America, baby. We're going into we're in Buffalo. The Dolphins are marching into Orchid Park, dude. The Dolphins coming off of that big 70-point win last week. And I believe the Bills and the Dolphins are 1-2 in terms of the best run differential so far. So obviously 2 high-scoring teams. Josh Allen seems to be back in his wheelhouse, and we know the well-oiled machine of Miami. The Bills here are at -2.5 points. We're expecting competitive nature here. What do you think, Brian?
This is another tough one. Looking at it, you look at the Dolphins. How could they live up to their start this season? How could they follow up scoring 70 points the week before? But the thing is, they went into Buffalo last year in the wild card round, almost beat the Bills with their third string quarterback. And I know, just like the Dolphins, the Bills, especially their last 2 games, have dominated, taking out the Raiders 38-10, Washington 37-3. But I got news for everybody in Orchard Park. This isn't the Raiders. This isn't the Commanders. This is the Miami Dolphins. And I think they're going to come into Orchard Park, finish the deal here, what they couldn't do last year in the playoffs. I think in a high-scoring game here, total at 53.5.
They're going to cover
even
that.
over that. I'm going to say Miami 35, Bills 28.
Yeah, dude. Dolphins are coming in. They're out for blood, dude.
Wow.
The Dolphins are coming to town.
Shut the fuck up.
Guns blazing. Tua is going to have like 400 yards again. Tyreek Hill, 2 touchdowns. Give me the Dolphins winning 38-32.
All right, we have the Dolphins here remaining undefeated now. Speaking of undefeated, speaking of the opposite of undefeated, we have
The Toilet Bowl.
Chicago Bears hosting the Denver Broncos, dude. The 2 absolute shitstorms of the NFL, both 0-3 here. We have an over-under set at 46 points. I think it's a little high.
Wow.
But how about Denver laying 3.5 here? So
Home dog.
absolutely ridiculous here. The home dog in Chicago. Brian, do you even care about this game? 1 o'clock CBS. What's up?
I guess I have Jerry Jeudy on one of my fantasy teams, so I guess I got to care somewhat. But I just think, both bad teams clearly. But I think the Bears are like that bad where Denver, you lose by 50 points the week before. I think we'll actually look and resemble a good football team in this game just because of how bad the Bears are playing. I think there's tension over there. Fields not getting the job done. Eberflus, I think this is only his 2nd season, and I could see him getting canned this year. I think this could be a 1-win, a 2-win Chicago Bears team. So Denver Broncos, Mr. Unlimited, Tony's favorite, is going to come into Chicago, 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Denver 24-7 over Chicago.
Yeah, Denver is going to be angry, but I think this is going to be a low scoring, punch at blow for blow on the defensive side of the ball. I think it's going to be 6-9. Broncos.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, this guy.
Oh my God, with the blowing. Let's go. Next game up, we're still CBS, still 1 o'clock. We're in Cleveland, Ohio, baby, as the Browns are hosting the Ravens. Both teams are 2-1. Someone's going to be 2-2. Someone's going to be 3-1. Cleveland laying down -2.5 here. Over under set at 40.5 points. Watson continuing his streak, maybe getting better. I don't know. Lamar, I don't know.
Yeah, Watson questionable with the shoulder officially, but he'll be out there. And you guys know how I feel about this, and I know Browns took a hit, of course, with Chubb. We're able to win last week, though. And I think Ford and Hunt perfectly capable of stepping in. And this Ravens team, I just think something's off. So what I think here is, despite the low total, I think it's going to go under. But the Browns, with their defense, with their running game, with Watson making smart decisions, will defend their home turf here. I'm going to say 24-7. Browns will take this one. And also, I think, Jim Harbaugh on the hot seat and Lamar Jackson under fire after this result.
Ooh, really? I don't know. I think this is a spot for Lamar Jackson to really step up. I'm going to take the Ravens to beat the Browns.
Yes.
Under, though. It's going to be on a low-scoring game, defensive battle. I know you said you were shitting on the Ravens defense, but I just have you see these two teams and you expect it to be 15-10.
AFC North.
Yeah, Ravens.
All right, baby. Next game. We're still in the 1 o'clock time slot. Still on 1 o'clock. Still on CBS. Excuse me. We have the Houston Texans hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers here. Houston, we know, to get their first win of the season by dominating Jacksonville on the road there. Looks like Pittsburgh's at -2.5 here in Houston. We know Pittsburgh just beat the Raiders last week in dramatic fashion. But what do we think here about this matchup, Brian?
CJ Stroud balling out last week in that win against Jacksonville. Pittsburgh 2-1. Definitely some concerns about Pickett, about the offensive line. Defense has played strong. So I am tempted to take Houston here, but I will go with the Steelers kind of just running the ball, getting Harris going. I know they're interested in Jonathan Taylor. And I think a low-scoring game, I think a rookie quarterback going against Tomlin, going against a veteran defense will be tough. So you're taking the under here, and I'm actually going to say 14-10 Steelers over the Texans.
That's a good score, Brian. But, I agree. The Steelers defense,
TJ Watt.
Watt's just too good, man. He's going to have a field day with this offensive line. CJ Stroud is going to get to know him very well. Give me the Steelers 20, Texans 10.
Wow. Next game, still 1 o'clock, but now we are over on FOX Channel 5, baby. We have the Carolina Panthers hosting the Minnesota Vikings. Both teams also at the 0-3 here. Big matchup of the shitty teams. Kirk Cousins, I believe, is still leading the league with yards through the air, however, is 0-3. What do we think about this matchup, Brian, as Minnesota is at -4?
Yeah, so I believe I just wanted to double check, but I think Bryce Young is out again for this one. I don't think he's gonna make it back. The injury report sometimes, I swear, is never updated properly.
I know it never is, dude.
Or actually, maybe not.
I don't even see him
Okay,
on the
never mind.
injury
He is
report.
gonna start.
He's gonna start. Okay.
So that makes the decision for me. Dalton, lost last week, but threw for 361 and 2 scores. So he kind of was getting the offense going. Adam Thielen had the best game he's had in years.
Yeah.
But now Bryce Young's going to come in, and I think the Vikings, while I don't think they're a playoff team. I think they are a lot better team than Carolina. We've seen them struggle to protect Young. He struggled to make throws.
Yeah.
So I actually think the Vikings, they're pissed off. They have leaders in offensive categories, but they're 0-3. This is a game where they get everything on track, dominate the Panthers. I'm going to say Minnesota 35-10 over Carolina.
Yeah, dude, the Vikings have just been in tight spots in the last 3 losses. They've been in the game. It's not like they've been getting blown out. And Justin Jefferson is performing. I see it in his fantasy stats. He's getting they're getting him the ball. You got to get the ball to your playmaker if you want to win. I think the Minnesota Vikings are definitely gonna squeeze it out. The win, but it's going to be a close game. What was the over-under? I'm sorry.
45, I think.
45? Yeah, give me 24-22 Vikings.
46.5, it looks like, over-under.
No. Yeah, no, then give me 27-22 Vikings.
27-22 Vikings. That is Jay's pick of the night, baby, as we move on. We're still now again FOX 1 o'clock NFL this Sunday, week 4. We have the Rams marching into Indianapolis to take on the Colts. This game is at even odds right now. Pretty impressive. Obviously, we know these two teams have some great, defensive talents, some solid offense that could be had as well. What do we think, Brian?
All right, so Rams, really needing a win here, and have looked respectable in their 3 games so far this year, but only 1-2. Colts coming off that impressive road victory in overtime, starting Gardner Minshew. First-round pick Anthony Richardson back in the lineup this week.
Go.
Jonathan Taylor eligible to come off the pub next week, so we'll see if they trade him. I mentioned the Steelers are interested, but if not, I think that would make this offense really formidable with Michael Pittman Jr. But I think a rookie quarterback going up against the Rams, I know they're at home, but I could see Aaron Donald wrecking havoc on this Indianapolis front four.
Daddy.
And what I think we're going to see here is the Rams run the ball with Williams. Stafford find Nakua in his last week before Cooper Kupp comes back, occupying that number 1 wide receiver role. And I think the Rams are going to win this game 28-17.
Oh, what do you say, Jay?
I'm with you on that one, Brian.
I'm with you.
The Rams are gonna, I think they're gonna roll over the Colts here. I think they're definitely gonna hit that over. Give me 38-20.
Yeah, put your shades on.
Do you
Let's
really
go.
think that Puka's gonna get the back seat to what's his name, Cooper Kupp?
Yeah, I mean, think about the healthy years that Cooper Kupp has had.
Yeah.
And not to say he's going to be invisible, but I just feel like we've seen it before. Something that comes to mind when D'Angelo Williams was filling in for Le'Veon Bell. He had some big, 100-yard rushing games. Everyone's all excited. Oh, well, even when Bell comes back, I'll have a roll. No.
Yeah.
It's like when you get that guy who was really good, and at that time, Bell was really good. Same thing with Kupp. Stafford just has this chemistry with him. He's not going to mess that up.
You're totally right. Great take there, Brian. Next game here, still in the 1 o'clock time slot. We have your New Orleans Saints hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Derek Carr still questionable with that AC joint injury. I still think it's a toss-up if he plays or not. But obviously, you know who's playing for the Bucs. It's Baker Mayfield. It's Mike Evans. He wants the contract. He's catching balls, scoring touchdowns. Do the Saints have what it takes offensively to outscore the Bucs here, Brian?
Alvin Kamara back in the lineup.
Hey!
I think that's big for the Saints. After losing Jamal Williams to injured reserve, they could really use him. Tony Jones, was lacking that explosiveness. So I see Baker, we saw him struggle last game, making some, throwing that interceptions, just kind of, defense getting in his face. And I see that happening again here in New Orleans. Who dat? I'm going to say the Saints 24-10 over the Bucks. Jameis Winston filling in for Carr, getting the job done. Kamara, 2 touchdowns.
Way. He's eating W's, dude. He's eating W's.
Just on the sheer fact that I would love to see Jameis Winston back on the football field. Give me the Saints,
eating
baby.
W's.
Give me the Saints.
Eating
24, 22. Tight game. In home. At the Superdome.
Are you done, Jay?
Yeah, Jay. First,
by the way,
it's a frenzy. It's a frenzy.
Not to call you out, but before you gave your pick, I said my pick, and then you said, no way. And then you said, yeah actually, I like the Saints.
Yeah, put your shades on, Jay. Go ahead, dude.
It's called, being excited, Barnes.
I thought it would be also, let's go, not no way. No?
Well, I mean, it can go either way. But by the way, Taysom Hill, leading rusher for the New Orleans Saints.
That's not good. Going to change
That's not
Kamara
good. I
in
hope
there.
Alvin Kamara makes a difference.
150 on the ground tonight.
Tomorrow.
Sunday. Put your shades on. Let's go. Put your shades on. Let's go. It's 1 o'clock still on FOX. The Eagles are hosting the Commanders, dude. This is going to be an absolute fucking blowout, in my opinion. The Philadelphia Eagles at -9. They're covering. It's going to be an absolute bloodbath. Brian, what do you say?
Looking at this, I mean, you would expect the Eagles, to thoroughly dominate the Commanders, just a lot better teams. But Commanders upset outright.
What?
24-21.
What are you smoking,
Game-winning field goal.
Looks like you were hitting that ball
before
you came on.
3 turnovers. Eagles just off the mark here. That disruptive Commanders defensive front led by Jonathan Allen.
No.
The upset victory. Ron Rivera carried off the field. The Gatorade bath. And if Kirk Cousins was still playing for the Commanders, he would say, "You like that?"
I love it, Barnes. But I have to fade you here. Philadelphia,
put him in his place.
Dude, on Monday, or was it Monday?
Put your shades on.
They just didn't look like they were even firing on all cylinders. I'm feeling they're going to, on the short week, they're going to be hyped to play again, and they're going to roll over the Commanders.
Roll them over, dude.
40-10.
Wow,
That's
Josh
it.
B, by the way, a live comment
Bengals.
here. You are underestimating the commies, Tony. Wow.
Listen, I'm an American. I destroy commies.
Good take.
That's all I have to say, dude.
Good take.
All right, so next up, dude, still the 1 o'clock time slot, our final matchup at 1 o'clock. So get your shades on here. Tennessee Titans hosting the Bengals. One of the company's picks here. An easy pick. They took Bengals covering the 2.5 points.
Yeah.
Very surprised that Cincinnati is only 2.5 points. It's an easy pick. It's a lock. Easy pick for the company. A cop-out pick, if you ask me. But here we go, Brian. What do you say?
I would love to go the opposite way, just the way you're phrasing it like that. But I can't. I just think Tannehill sucks. And yes, I know the Titans, they've done well under Vrabel. But I don't think the Bengals are about to let their season slip away. I think they're ready to go. I think they're fired up. I think they'll find a way to stop Derrick Henry. And I think we'll finally see that explosive game out of Joe Burrow that we haven't seen yet this year.
Please.
400 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Cincinnati 35, Tennessee 14.
Wow, Jay needs new shorts.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, I know my boy Julius Chestnut's been holding it down for the Titans over there.
Roll Pies.
Roll Pies. Thank you. But the Bengals, Joe Burrow is due to have a game. He's been kind of slow in the first 3 games here. I feel like he's gonna start picking it up this game. We're gonna get a T. Higgins touchdown, a couple to Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon to run it in once. But yeah, it's gonna be 28-21 Bengals.
Absolutely love it. Next game, first 4:05 game of week 4. We're at SoFi Stadium here as the Chargers are hosting the Raiders, baby. Coming off of a loss from last week here. Looking very abysmal, honestly. Very sad. Jimmy G, not having a good time.
No, dude.
Looks like a wee little lad. What do you think here? You think Justin Herbert gets over a hump? I know they just beat the Vikings last week, but what do you say here, Brian?
Yeah. You know, you never can expect the Chargers to thoroughly dominate anyone. It's always going to be close. It's always going to be tight. Whether they're going to mess it up at the end, Tony, what do you think? No, but honestly, I think it will be a tight game, but we've seen the Raiders let games slip away late. I wouldn't be surprised if they were up at the half, you know, maybe 17-10, but end up losing this one 35-24. I think Herbert, you know, we saw him step up last week, finding Keenan Allen for all those passes. The only one concern with the Chargers, you know, Mike Williams out for the season, torn ACL. You do have Joshua Palmer, who's very capable. And then rookie wide receiver Quentin Johnson also, you know, has made a few catches here. So I think with Herbert, you know, you look at him like some of the other top quarterbacks. And even if you go back a ways, I mean, Phillip Rivers sometimes will be down to his fourth receiver, you know, all these injuries on the receiving core, and he can make it work with who he has. And I think that's what Herbert will do. And I think we'll see either Palmer or Johnson step up in place of Williams, and Keenan Allen continue to dominate. So yeah, let's go Chargers.
Hey,
They're in LA, right?
Yeah.
yes, sir.
Yeah. So I mean, hopefully the Raiders fans will show up, honestly, because the Raiders have had an
That's
issue at their home stadium in Las
Really?
Vegas where away teams are down to travel to Las Vegas, and more.
Right.
Sometimes you feel like more
Away fans.
More away fans are there.
Same
than
thing
home
with the
Raider
Chargers.
fans.
So it'll actually be interesting.
It'll
Who has a stronger presence?
Exactly. It'll be interesting. To
I
see
think
who
it's going to
has
be
a-
Raiders, honestly.
I think so, too.
You want to go to LA for the weekend.
You're in California already.
Yeah.
Even though I know Oakland's up north.
Well,
LA.
Vegas, they're in Vegas now, but
Well,
it's,
yeah, but
it's
like
not that far.
All the Raiders,
it's only a couple hours.
All the true Raider fans
Still in Oakland.
are still in Oakland.
And I think there's some in Los Angeles, though, because they were there for a while,
And
too.
that's the other thing too. Like you see, Raiders fans are spread out all over the place. Like I
Yeah.
know a handful of Raider fans. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, give me the Chargers here. It's not going to be a close one. I think the Chargers are going to win by like 2 touchdowns, 28-14.
McDaniels, I would say, fired by midseason easily. You guys
Yeah.
see that stuff with Chandler Jones, by the way?
No.
Oh my God, dude! Also, McDaniel just looked like silly in Sunday Night Football, dude. Going for the field goal. when they
Oh,
needed a
yeah, that was
touchdown,
crazy.
like,
That was
stupid.
crazy. And then, yeah, basically, Jones was saying somebody killed Aaron Hernandez. Like, he didn't kill himself. Like, that was his teammate with the Patriots.
Oh my
McDaniels
God,
was his coach with
dude.
the, was on the coaching staff when he
For
was
the
there.
Gators.
And all of a sudden, no, on the Patriots.
Oh.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, he just, I don't know, he's on non-football injury list, and I don't think he's coming back. And I just hope that, that he can figure it out, get the help he needs. Because
Holy
we've seen
shit,
other
dude.
guys, kind of blow themselves up, like Antonio Brown. You don't want
Yeah.
to see that again. So hopefully he'll be all right.
Yeah, dude. That's obviously thoughts and prayers over there
Yeah.
with him. But more football to be had here. We're moving on to the 4:25 time slot now. We are in Texas as the Cowboys, America's team, taking on the Patriots, Brian Barnaby's team. I know the Cowboys trying to redeem themselves after a sad loss to the Cards. Patriots riding out their victory against the Jets here. Dallas, a lot of pressure. McCarthy on the hot seat. Maybe, who knows what else could happen if things go south in Dallas. In my opinion, a must win for the Cowboys, especially in the bounce back spot here. Brian, what do you have to say?
Yeah, I think what we'll see here, closer than expected, but I think the Cowboys are just the better team, so they'll find a way, to close this one out. You look at the total, I think it might go under that. I think, it'll be a kind of a defensive game here, but give me the Cowboys 21-17.
Yeah, no, I think the Patriots are definitely going to keep it close. Bill Belichick's definitely have something up his sleeve.
Oh, yeah.
As you said, Barnes, revenge game for.
I think Zeke hops in the Salvation Army thing if he scores a touchdown.
I think so, too.
That's
yeah.
at the holidays, though.
I think they do it all year.
I think it's just for Christmas.
Well, I'll have my people talk to your people. We'll figure it
That'd
out.
be sick if he did. Imagine
That'd be sick if he did.
He's like, I need
If he
I
does.
need a Salvation Army bucket so I can jump into it.
I'm telling you, that's there all year. I'm not kidding.
Okay,
Can you look that up?
look it up, dude. But yeah, low scoring, 17-14, Cowboys. I definitely take Patriots +6.5 for sure.
Yeah, it's just tough with that offense, though. I know what you mean. Like, my score is predicting them to cover that, but I just don't. Mac Jones against the top defense, I could see him throwing a couple picks.
Oh yeah, dude. Hopefully, doing what the Jets defense couldn't do.
Micah Parsons gonna dog walk him.
Yeah, dog walk him, dude. Dog walk him. All right, next game here. We have the San Francisco 49ers.
Upset.
Final game in the 4:25 time slot here. Talk about an upset. They're at -14 here against your Cardinals. But Jay says upset spot here. 49ers, one of the, 5 teams that are still undefeated, baby. And I think the Cardinals snuck out one of their only wins they're going to get this season last week. So, my opinion, Brian. What do you think, though?
I mean, is this an upset? I mean, Joshua Dobbs is looking very competent.
Dude.
I mean, I think the Jets would be smart to give up a second-round pick for him the way this quarterback situation is.
Honestly.
But you think about him, you think about James Conner. I mean, do the Cards have enough? No, they don't. The Niners are going to win. I'm going to say 41-10 over the Cardinals.
Yeah, no, I'm taking this is an interesting spot. Cardinals did beat the Cowboys, who everyone thought was like this juggernaut powerhouse in the first 2 weeks. Took them down pretty handily, if you ask me. Like you said, Barnes, Joshua Dobbs coming in here. He's a rookie, true rookie, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, no. I can't believe I just said that. No, he's been in the league like 8-9 years. Steelers drafted him.
Shut up.
Yeah.
That's right, Jay. Suck it.
They have another quarterback as a rookie that they're thinking about starting.
He's
in
our
your pipe
age,
and
Tony.
smoke it.
He's our age, Tony. So good on him for kind of reviving his career
in
here.
the NFL.
So yeah, give me the Cardinals to win here, 21-20.
Wow,
that's ridiculous, dude. By the way, Brian just confirmed via producer Riley, Salvation Army bucket is only there from Thanksgiving to Christmas. Sayonara.
He'll find something else to jump into.
What do you think he's gonna do?
All right. What were you gonna say?
I don't know. Honestly, dude. It doesn't matter what I'm going to say.
You think he'll do like a Cam Newton I'm back at least?
Yeah,
like if Elliott scores?
I fucking hope not. He's not going to score, dude.
I mean, he looked pretty good against the Jets last week, I have to say.
He's
but
not
I think
gonna
he's
score,
beat
dude.
still, though, honestly.
He is beat. He's trash. He's washed. He's
right?
lazy.
Don't you think he's yeah.
He's phoning it in, dude. I guarantee
he's just so
you.
slow.
And
How are you a running back?
honestly,
That's slow.
I'm sure
he showed some good speed last weekend.
Dude, honestly,
Not that much
I'm telling
speed.
you, like maybe he does well against the Cowboys just for that sake, but then the rest of the year is absolutely
absolute trash.
Quiet, dude.
His face
Yeah.
mask
Like
is
blew his load too early, bro.
Yeah.
Like you're shot. All right, I'll tackle you. Let's go, dude.
Yeah, dude, he's gonna be standing by the freaking lunch table, after he blew his load too early.
What were you going to say, Tony?
I'm gonna go to my next game here, which I think is perfect time for it because we're going 8:20 p.m. baby, prime time NFL. Your Jets. That's right. I said the New York Jets are hosting the Kansas City Chiefs over there at MetLife Stadium in beautiful East Rutherford, New Jersey. Kansas City here is at -9. The Jets home dogs here. Could they pull off a miracle, Brian?
McCole Hardman, revenge spot? Huh?
Cole Hardman revenge spot.
The
Really?
Jets dying for a win in front of the gangrene faithful.
Hell yeah, dude.
Patrick Mahomes in town. Everybody won't shut the fuck up about Taylor Swift being in the crowd as well for
I know,
Travis
dude.
Kelce. We know Tony loves that. So there's a little distractions here. Maybe the Chiefs, maybe not on top of their game. No, I don't think so.
I don't think so, dude.
I think this is Zach Wilson's last start of the season.
Yep.
And I think the Jets get embarrassed on national TV here. Chiefs 42, Jets 10, Wilson 3 interceptions. Tim Boyle playing the entirety of the fourth quarter.
Oh my God, Barnes. Dude, as my neighbor said, it's a long season. They got 14 games. They're gonna get better. But yeah, the Jets it's a tough spot, dude. They're gonna cover the 8.5-point spread. I kind of want to say they're gonna win because I'm a fan, but it's gonna be 24-20, Kansas City. Is it gonna be forever?
Bonus picks, you two.
Or are we gonna
Let's hear
go
it.
down in
The
flames?
Chiefs-Jets game. What do we got?
What did you say, Jay? 27-26?
24-20.
24-20.
Are you saying that it's over?
Oh God, I really can't see the Jets really scoring more than like 2
Chris
touchdowns.
Jones. A couple sacks. Zach Wilson.
Got a long list of
I guess I'll
Tell
give.
me I'm insane.
Oh God, I think it could get really ugly. Honestly, with the Chiefs.
baby. And I'll write
Chiefs
your
cover the
name.
total themselves, 41.5.
I would love to fade that bet so much, dude. But I can't do it. I say they win. I don't know.
I'm staying far away from this game.
27-14.
Chiefs.
Okay. And it's even like Chiefs could easily just put up 35 if they wanted to, too. Like
Running the ball, running the clock out.
Travis,
at the end.
especially like if they're like up a lot, like at the end of the game, I'm sure it's gonna be all Kelsey for T Swift. It's gonna be fucking up at fucking point.
Is there a chance like they keep zooming into her, like where you just shut off the TV?
They
like, you
may
can't watch it?
put on their own halftime show, if you know what I mean, dude.
Yes.
What do you think, Riley?
I think Chiefs -9 is like
Lock of the century.
insane. I mean, it's -9
Yeah.
against the Chiefs. We've seen the Jets, Zach Wilson.
Another
Yeah.
soft pick by the company, dude.
Yeah. But speaking of that, I think we kind of forgot. We were in frenzy
gotta make
mode.
some
We have
picks,
to make
baby.
our picks.
Do you want to
so-
fade the Chiefs, dude? Do you want to go for it?
No.
The head-to-head bet?
We talked
Dude,
about
that
it.
would be
No,
so
we
sick.
talked
Stay
about
away
this
from
the
the
other
bet.
day.
Stay
We
away.
talked about this the
We
other
would
day.
look
We're
so
not.
smart, though. We look so smart.
No, Tony. You did
know,
that to
you
us
don't-
last
you
week
don't
with the
gamble
Bears.
with
You're not
your
doing
heart.
it again.
Fuck.
You gamble with the numbers,
But-
Tony.
Let's go. I want a collaborative pick out of you and Riley here. What do you got?
Let's see, dude. I mean, oh man, I hate to go against the favorite team here, but is Watson definitely playing?
Yeah.
Watson covering 2.5 against the Ravens. How do you feel about that?
I think the Ravens.
Fuck. How about Vikings covering 4 against the Panthers?
Yeah,
Right.
the
Let's do
Vikings.
that.
Okay. Oh no, they already took the Vikings.
Fuck.
How do you
So they
feel-
took Vikings, Chiefs,
How
Cincinnati.
do you feel about the Niners game against the Cardinals? I think the Cardinals don't.
They got to cover what 12 points.
They don't put up the
14.
same performance. The Niners are the best team in football, in my
You
opinion.
think they're gonna cover 14 points though? That's a lot, dude.
It's a lot, but the Cardinals suck.
All right, let's do it. 14 points.
The Niners
Niners.
-14.
Niners
Jay,
minus
what's your
14.
pick?
It's gonna look fantastic.
Oh, I'm doing
It
picks.
You're just doing like we each get like they had one, you're gonna have one, and then I'm gonna have one. Just because it's the company DTV picks.
No, I got you. Would you just pick Niners?
Niners, yeah.
I'm gonna go with.
That Miami Bills game is gonna be a tough pick too.
It's a tough pick.
Staying
It's
away.
a tough pick,
fudge.
dude. Give me the. This is a good one. Give me the Rams, baby. Do we have to take points?
Well, it's just an even.
I know
game,
it's
so.
even, but like, can I do like Rams over?
I mean, I
No.
don't know. Yeah, it's got to be.
Okay, I'm doing Rams straight up.
Okay, Rams. Gotcha. All right, and then for my pick here, I got to take the Chargers. I think they'll cover the 5. The Raiders just self-implode. Devontae Adams is going to find a way to get out of there. And also, Jimmy G, do we have actually clarity on the concussion injury?
That's
I mean,
true.
listen, if he went through concussion protocol, you got to be out a week. No.
Let's
that's the rule.
see. Limited participant Thursday practice.
Yeah, that's not good, dude.
So I guess they're hopeful, but it's not a certain thing. But
Who's
yeah,
their
give me the
backup?
Chargers -5. Their backup, I believe, is Aiden O'Connell, the rookie from
Career
Penn
backup.
State.
Oh, yeah, that guy's a loser, dude.
So yeah, let's we got to take out the company this week though.
What are we at? It's a 1 game deficit,
Yeah.
right?
It is a half game deficit because we
Because
had a
it's high.
push on a spread. You know.
Yeah, dude, we got to come in hot, come in heavy, early and often. We got to show this company what Downtime TV really is all about, dude. And it's about we win.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what it's about, dude.
Absolutely.
What's on the line? Dinner?
Yeah, dinner. Yeah, we did say dinner.
Dude, that's fucking crazy, man. I can't wait for them to be eating on their dollar. You know, we eat on their dimes.
At Sakura with a battery
At
pack.
Sakura, dude, with the fresh battery pack.
I mean, you can't beat that, Tony. I was just trying to pull up the specific because I had a Google Doc that was like 20 pages long, so I just made a new one and I forgot to carry over
Oh, the last week's picks.
just with like the record. But I have it right at the bottom here.
Archive, Brian's archive, little spotty.
Yeah,
A little spotty at times.
you could take some database management.
Or actually, maybe
courses.
I do have it at the top, and I'm just not being smarter. Let's see. Okay, you're right. Okay, so they are 3. Oh, they're 4-2, and we're 3-1-1. That's what it is. Okay, I'm just gonna write that down one more time.
4-1.
Yeah, they're 4-2. We're 3-1-1. TTV 3-1-1. Yeah, so I think we'll definitely have some good matchups out there this week for sure. And one thing that we have to do too, Tony, this is actually going to be, I guess, the last two for our pick segment. Maybe you could pick up a couple just to make it a little more respectable. 51-61. I have the lead right now. I know we're doing so many picks here, but I'm going to just give a 3. You could give your 3 after. But I am going to go with the Rams. And we'll put the even next to them. So we're going to go Rams. You know what? Actually, let's go back and forth, Tony. What's your first one? Could be anything. It doesn't matter if we already did it with the other picks.
I want the Jets covered.
Jets and that's
cover, dude.
Currently at 9.
Yes.
The line just moved to 9. It was at 8.5.
Let's go, baby. Get in at 9.
Jets plus 9. Let's see. Second pick here. Give me Cincy. I think they figure it out here. Minus 2.5 in Tennessee. What's your second, Tony?
Sorry, hold on. Give me the Bills. No, sorry. Give me Miami.
Miami, and that is what? Plus 2.5. Okay, so Miami plus 2.5. And then for my last pick here, I am going to go with the Saints minus 3.5. So last pick for you.
That's a very good. You say Saints?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dude,
go Jags.
Oh yeah, of course, dude. Give me the Jags. Let's go.
Jags. Okay, so the Jags are minus 3.
Yeah.
Minus 3.
Minus 3. Jags.
So yeah, be a full day of football on Sunday.
Absolutely.
A horseshoe Sunday.
Horseshoe Sunday. It is a horseshoe Sunday, dude.
Yeah.
I'm fucking riled this week. The drinking, Brian, the food, the good times.
It starts tonight and it doesn't end until Sunday night.
Literally, we're going hot and heavy all weekend, and then into Jay's final night, and tomorrow shoe football game working into post game night. Sunday,
Ryder Cup early.
The Pixar game, the breakfast at my place with Mike. Hopefully Matthew too. Some football.
We have Matthew moving in, right?
Let's fucking go on Tuesday.
Oh,
yeah, dude.
And I don't know if it's on my end, but it seems like we're like
this is so my laptop almost died, and normally that's what happens.
Oh, okay,
and it takes like a couple minutes for it to get juiced back up again.
Gotcha.
So which is it happens, But I think we're approaching like we're almost fucking laptop is not going to die.
Or it's not going to die. So we've salvaged it.
It's probably kind of hot. We're fucking good, baby.
Let's go. I guess, just for the, to kind of finish it out right for the last time this regular season.
Oh, shit, dude.
Let's go to the world of Major League Baseball.
What a play! Stop it, Yep. And Alonso cracks one. The Mets win the ball game. Out of sight.
And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeout.
Throw deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
Yeah.
Is that him or?
Hold on,
no,
stand by.
that's the it's my computer.
That's your computer?
Yeah, it's coming through my computer. I mean, that's the.
Oh, we're back, baby. Let's go.
The volume's in.
Let's see. Is this Hot Take Johnny? Who is this right now?
Yes, it is.
I knew it.
Yes,
What's up, bro? Fuck off.
What's going on, gentlemen?
Not much. You just got over with the football frenzy.
I know. I didn't mean to interrupt the baseball stuff. I mean, I can talk baseball too. Talk all sports.
Oh, you can talk whatever you like. I mean,
waiting for the picks to end.
No. You can go some football talk if you want, or.
I know you're amped up for that Monday Night Football game.
Yes, I am. I switched my work schedule around so I can actually watch it. So I get up at 3:45 for work at times. So and I was supposed to get up 3:45 Tuesday morning, and that's a bit rough going to bed at 12 when you can't sleep after or trying to go to bed at 12 and then having to be up at 3:45 and work a 12-hour day and commute, 3 plus hours. So I switched going into 10 a.m. Switched my schedule around to watch the game. So yeah, I'm pumped, man. Can't wait.
Yeah. So big game for the Giants. Really, I mean, I think a season changer. Because you win, you go to 2-2, then you kind of reset yourself. Losing, going to 1-3, upcoming schedule. As we would say here, things can get ugly quick. So definitely a swing game this season. Now, are you confident that the Giants defense can hold down DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett with that vertical passing game with former Giant quarterback Geno Smith?
Yeah, I think they're going to do enough. I'm going to go against all my logic and everything else and just think the Giants are got their backs up against the wall here, as you guys pointed out. And this is a must-win. I mean, you can't go to 1-3 with the upcoming schedule and think you have any chance to just salvage the season. So I think it's just one of those times where they come out ready to actually play a game. Check that out, The Giants haven't done that yet this year, so actually they weren't too bad to start out the San Francisco game. They weren't great, but they weren't bad. That wasn't like the previous game. So I think they come out fired up. I think they know what's on the line here, and I think the defense does enough. I mean, I think Lockett doesn't get credit enough for how good of a receiver he's been throughout his career. The guy's been playing for a while now. He just produces every year. He's not number one, but the guy plays, and he's good. And Metcalf's a beast, and Geno Smith is surprisingly a good quarterback. I think they win. I don't really have a specific score, but I think the Giants find a way to win this one.
And another factor to consider is Pete Carroll. Tony's always been big on him. He's been around a while, longest tenured coach in the NFC, and just how he's been able to kind of rebuild himself here. That terrible year a couple of years ago with Russell Wilson and what would be his last year in Seattle. Going with Geno Smith, everybody thought they would be one of the worst teams in the league last year. They end up making the playoffs, and it seems like Smith is going to be their quarterback for the next couple of years. He's rebuilt the defense, which struggled a little bit to start the year, but that offense is great. Kenneth Walker at running back as well. So I think it's definitely a tough assignment here for the Giants, and you just got to hope offensively they're able to move as freely as they have all season, because if you look at the totals here, Seattle's giving up a couple points this year. So it'll be interesting to see if there's going to be some improvement on that end. What's the deal with Barkley? Is he out, or they're still saying he's questionable?
Still saying he's questionable. He did some individual drills yesterday. So we'll see. I know Thomas and Brendan are expected to play, so that's good on the line. So yeah, we'll see about Saquon. But I think Bree is. I mean, I'm not saying he's great, but Bree is a good enough backup that I think they can get enough production out of the running game. Barkley doesn't play. It really comes down to just like every single game in NFL history comes down to the offensive line. Like you can protect Jones time to throw. I think the offense will go well. And it's interesting stats. Pete Carroll, he's played 16 games on prime games in his tenure over there. What do you think his record is 15 games?
So which is Monday night. I was going to say that's Sunday. The coach for 13 years, 14 years, so only 16. That would be like an average 1.25 every year. I think they're on times every year. He's 14. I feel like everybody. No, Thursday night actually goes back to 2006. They started the road to the playoffs. He's Barber's last game of his career was actually on that Thursday night. Rush for yards. How do you like that one? Right. Yeah. Honestly, I just think it's like Seattle in time. What about the game against the Packers? Richard Sherman with the interception, simultaneous possession. Do you guys remember that? No. That was like a huge.
The Packers.
That was a Monday night football.
Was that when he was like,
yeah, you know that game was that game. That was right?
it might. That was
what they refs, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure. Was it?
I'm gonna actually look at that.
2012. Remember Johnson catch a long again 3 days on where he caught it over and then had a celebration catch.
Yes.
I remember that one. That one ended up being that 3 playoff year.
Oh, by the way, 2012, and they call it the Fail Mary. Packers.
All right, so here it is. On the Seattle.com right now. 16 time game, including the peak era, Seattle. Yeah, 14-2.
I just doesn't know anymore. It just doesn't make sense. It seems like that would only be one sense.
I don't know. But against the Patriots. So I mean, really good with Carolina. I think the Giants won this one. Getting to it as I said, tailgate. I mean, that 21 miles an hour. Getting to Mark 21 miles an hour. I'm just trying to straight ahead speed. That's a hot take.
You're assuming the Giants win on Monday. So that would bring the record to 2-2. What do they end the regular season record wise?
Wait. That's 7-10. Oh wow. Okay. Line's an issue now. They seem to want to have Dick Neal at right tackle and not change that. And I get it to some extent. One of my biggest frustration with teams is not recognized is doing what the Jets did with Zach Wilson, is doing what the Giants have done with Evan Neal, is not recognizing a mistake and moving away from it sooner. It's having an ego and saying, I'm going to make this work. If they took Azudu, who played left tackle, and played reasonably well. I mean, he didn't play great, but for being he had never started an NFL game at left tackle, and he played left tackle against the 49ers, and played reasonably well. Move him to right tackle, move Neal inside. I don't know if he can make that transition mid-season with Neal, but possibly could. But at least start Azudu at right tackle. It would upgrade their offensive line, but they refuse to do so. If they continue to stay that way, they're not going to be able to produce offensively enough. They just are not. And the defense that line is failing this team.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true. One thing that I've been asking everybody, last question for you here. Prediction score-wise, Sunday night at MetLife, Chiefs at Jets. What do we got?
Oh, boy. You guys aren't going to like this. Well, Jets fans aren't going to like this.
Lay it on me.
Oh, come on, man. I mean, it's the Chiefs versus the Jets. I mean, could you get two opposite organizations right now?
Yeah.
Well, come on, man.
Is there something in the rule book that I haven't seen that you can score negative points? Is there something I'm not aware of that can happen? I mean, is there or do we see a record in a record for do the Dolphins end up like being jealous of the Chiefs as far as points scored in the game?
Don't say that.
Stop it. Wow.
No. I'll say. I think the Jets defense has a little pride, so let's go with 27-9 Chiefs. No, wait a minute. 27-6.
Touchdown.
I mean, you got Chris Jones, man. Chris Jones is going to wreck that offensive line.
It's true. Definitely true. But as always, we appreciate you calling in, checking in, and we hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy the games.
You too.
And
you too, guys. Enjoy your weekend.
We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, bud. Thank you.
Yep, sounds good.
Man.
All right. See you, Johnny.
Yep. Bye.
I was kind of expecting a hot take out of him for the Jets game, dude.
Yeah, he just knows.
No,
the
dude, the
writing.
hot take was the Daniel Jones is as fast as Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. So am I.
So is my grandma.
So before he called it, I was just mentioning, last weekend of this season, we don't need to hammer this home too much. The Yankees in Kansas City, 3 games against the Royals. Mets have to finish the suspended game from yesterday, and then what's the weekend?
Game is already postponed for Phillies
So
from today. Tomorrow they're playing a single day double admission, single game doubleheader tomorrow. They're gonna play now.
Oh, was it a 4-game set to finish the season?
Wait, what?
The Mets. Because they didn't finish the game last night. So I'm saying it was originally scheduled a 4-game series.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
that's what I just wanted to make sure of that. So single admission doubleheader tomorrow. And then
I don't know what they're gonna do about the Marlins. No, I'm saying like today's game was postponed.
Oh, but you don't think it's that they're just finishing the game from yesterday? Oh, but the rain, they're definitely not. I was going to say finish the game from
they're
yesterday.
Not playing at all today.
Okay. So, you know what they're probably going to do is if it doesn't matter, they're not going to
play the games.
Make up one game, I'm saying. But
they're playing a doubleheader tomorrow against the Phillies.
Rain, a little spotty early, but I think it'll open up, so that should allow them to get that doubleheader in.
Let's hope so, dude. Yeah, I think it's going to stop raining around noon tomorrow.
Yeah.
So,
what?
Yeah, family weekend, parents weekend over there at Sacred Heart. So, Riley is riled.
Yeah. You think they're gonna finish out the season strong here though? These last 4.
The Mets?
Yeah. Say they've
if they even fucking play, dude, like Jesus. I mean, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, obviously, endure with a 30-30 season here, approaching 100 ribbies. Alonso, I think has like 150,
46 home runs,
115 some odd RBIs. I was saying before, you have pitchers like Peterson and Joey Lucchesi still trying to prove themselves to the rotation. Players still trying to prove themselves for next year's starting lineup. Young guys still trying to get into momentum, like Brett Beatty, for instance, even Vientos, Mauricio, even trying to get any more big hits, big plays happening. So I could see it. They have been playing pretty strong, like they've had a great record, honestly, this past month.
Yeah.
Playing really well. Like
it's crazy how that just always happens. I feel like it doesn't matter what teams we're talking about, what season it is, the teams that had disappointing years kill it in September. But do you think there's that much too, that there's no pressure, so they just play better? Is that really what it is?
Yeah, I think a lot of it is no pressure. A lot of it is having to do with that there's not as many fans in the stands. They don't really feel like they're getting booed or anything. Yeah. And on top of that, you have teams that have clinched divisions, so they're not necessarily putting out their best guys sometimes. They're resting players.
True.
I mean, look at the Braves. They've had an absolute shit month.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but they don't care. So it's like no big deal. They clinched the division. They know where they're going.
What does it mean when there's nothing next to the name of the team?
What do you mean?
I'm looking on the
probably they didn't announce the starter. Is that what you're talking about?
No. I'm looking at the standings. And it's like E is eliminated, X is clinched.
If there's nothing, that means it's still up for grabs.
Yeah.
Like their position is still up for grabs. Which is a tight race for the wild card as it normally is too. So still a lot of great baseball had played, just not in your New York area.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
And unfortunately the Mets are just getting fucking rained out, Doesn't matter.
Kind of putting you guys on the spot, and I'll say mine too. But we'll start with you, Tony. If you had to say one bold acquisition this offseason for the Mets, who is it?
Oh, a bold acquisition. A lot of reports been saying Soto.
Whoa,
really?
For the Mets,
Did you Andy Martino?
Yeah.
Did you really see that?
The guy like yesterday, SMI reported like they're gonna be like offering him a bold contract.
And you saw though how the Padres are gonna give him an extension and that they expect him to stay or something.
There's reports that like Cohen wants him on the team long term.
Okay. All right. So you go with Soto. What about you, Riley? Anything
Aaron Nola.
Aaron Nola. I think that would be a good signing.
Wow, yeah, dude.
So I could definitely see that for sure.
What about you, Brian?
So obviously that there's been a lot of talk about Soto, but you already said that I don't want to have the same one. So I'm gonna go Yamamoto. I think there's a reason Cashman went all the way on the other side of the world to see him pitch. I think they get that done, and I think they hope that he exceeds what Masahiro did for him. And he was pretty solid. I think just, the arm trouble a little bit kind of, he wasn't as dominant maybe as they thought, but he really stepped up in the postseason. And I think that's what they're going to hope to get with Yamamoto. And I think they're going to do that, see what they can get for Glaber, and then really just work the farm system.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you think that Ohtani being hurt makes him more of a opportunity for teams that want him on the team?
I think
it's cheaper.
You know what? It reminds me of Kevin Durant being a free agent with his torn Achilles, and it's just like everybody wanted him. It didn't matter. They knew he was going to miss that season. That's how I feel.
So you feel like Ohtani's just going to go wherever they give him the most money?
Yeah,
and he's still,
but I think
he's
it's
still
just,
touted as that high, the high end free agent.
And especially if they don't win the World Series this year, I don't see how he doesn't go to the Dodgers, because I think he likes Los Angeles.
Yeah, he likes the West Coast.
And there's been talk about that for a while. Obviously, he could go with the Padres, but I think he'd be nervous to go to San Diego because of the failed season that they had this year.
Yeah, and I think there is some clubhouse issues there.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I think a lot of guys are going to be. I think there's going to be an exodus, honestly, at San Diego.
And one thing to watch out for too, let's say they end up re-signing Soto, they want to clear some payroll. I'm sure they would love to trade Tatis, but I don't think they'll be able to get anybody that would take on his full contract. I could see Manny Machado being moved, and I could see the Yankees being in play for him when he was a free agent a few years back. He was interested. They were interested. So something to keep an eye out for. I just think they can't keep that payroll together.
I know. How do you think Machado's going to do in New York's market, though? Remember when he first came to San Diego, they were killing him. They were booing him off the field because he was just so trash.
But you know what it is? I think it's as simple as you perform, you're going to be loved, and that's it.
He started doing that.
And I think he'll be fired up, honestly, if that happens. I really do. Me and Josh were actually talking about that. I don't know if it was I think it was yesterday. But just how we would like him at third. I mean, I think he's 31, but I would say easily 4 or 5 good seasons left, and highly motivated as well.
And I mean, you need that position player. You need that third baseman, dude.
So yeah, it'll be very interesting offseason. Couple comments to finish up here.
A bunch of comments. Start with Steve. He says, "Yo, it's payday. Let's get fucked up.
Let's go."
Steve.
That's the plan, dude.
Nice job, Steve.
Then you can rip it.
Just Derek Ho's corner, 2013. Hi there.
What's up, Derek?
What's
What up, Derek?
Derek Ho.
Josh Beat. Big Stepper Steve.
Yeah, baby. It was
yesterday that we'll be talking about Machado. Yeah, the days just get blended together.
They really do.
And actually, on the way out, one piece of breaking news, Tony, if you would.
Oh wow, dude.
Breaking news.
The ESPN 98.7 tailgate vlog has been released on the archives, on the YouTube page. Shout out to the company. Everybody check that out. Legendary stuff coming up.
Absolutely legendary, Brian.
Legend. So let's go.
Great job too.
Yeah.
With interviewing and everything like that. Excited to do it again.
Brian, I've watched it last night too. By the way, all-time interview. Not letting the elements get to you. By the way.
I thought you were talking about one person specifically.
Completely ignoring the elements, and you stayed stoic in your interview. I loved it.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, it was a great job.
And the turnaround on editing that baby. I mean, that's a heavy push. Less than a week. I mean.
Oh yeah. I mean, we came in there we knew, it wasn't our first rodeo this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we knew exactly what to do. Interviews
Who were
in
you
there.
interviewing? I think it was Don LaGreca.
It was Don LaGreca with the poncho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here it is. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Look at it go. Wow.
It's a great spot, man.
That thing is attacking your face.
Yeah. What a day, though. That was awesome. And can't wait to do it again. That's for sure. Excited about this weekend. Excited about the games. Excited about the horseshoe on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody who can make it, definitely come by. And if not, of course, tune into our live broadcast. Call in. We're going to be excited to recap what has happened up to that point in the world of the National Football League, as well as, a little, second preview of this Jets and Kansas City game. So that's
and the Ryder Cup.
The Ryder Cup as well. See how the U.S. fares.
Mets postponements.
It'll be over by then.
7:00, they do the trophy ceremony, no? Is it 7?
7 a.m.?
6. 7 a.m. here. Is it that early?
No,
No, I thought it was like.
But I mean, it's gonna be over.
it's gonna end at like 12.
What are you guys talking about?
Oh, okay.
The game? At
The
9:30?
Ryder Cup. Ryder
Oh,
Cup.
the Ryder Cup.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens. But another great week of shows. Really appreciate everybody this week. Commenting, liking, subscribing, calling in. Once again, shout out to the company. We encourage everybody to check out all the archives on the YouTube page. Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jay in costume merch at downtimetv.com.
Yeah.
Want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games. Let's go Yankees, and we will see you on Sunday.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.